I'm currently at a point in my life where I've achieved some things, but I'm nowhere near. All right, so in this, I've got people who I love and respect, I guess instilling their doubts, instilling their beliefs in me. And that's at no fault of their own. I can't even blame them, to be honest. I can't resent them for that because they're just going off of what they've been told growing up, the amount of belief they have in themselves, because how can I expect them to have that level of belief in me, the amount of belief I have in myself, when they don't even have it in themselves? How are they going to believe in me more than they believe in themselves? It's just not possible. And it's just little things, you know, like when I speak to these people I'm talking about, oh, why don't you go and get a job and do what you're doing now on the side? You know, maybe it can just be a little side hustle for you. No, I want to do this with my life. And I just constantly remind myself when I hear these things, I'm right, they're wrong. I'm going to prove them wrong. I'm going to prove anyone who says I can't do it wrong. Like, if you cannot believe in yourself enough to take action, enough to make it happen, no one else is going to. I'm sure as fuck not going to. No one can believe in you more than you. I can't have faith that you can do something. My mate Crocker just started doing YouTube. I can't have more faith that it's going to work out than he does. It is up to him to take the action, put in the reps, stay consistent, become obsessed just like I did. I cannot care more than him. I cannot believe more than him. So long as he keeps showing up, staying consistent, putting in the reps, he's going to get to where he wants to go. But I cannot have that belief more so than him. It is up to you. Self-belief is a huge factor. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, an athlete, you need to drown out all the noise, completely ignore what everyone else is saying, and make it fucking happen. If you can have that belief in yourself enough to keep going when you're seeing no results, people are talking shit, you're losing friends, you're losing sleep, you're losing money, everyone's saying you can't do it, everyone's talking shit about you, no one likes you anymore. If you can push through that, you can fucking do anything. Because I just tell you, when I first started pursuing entrepreneurship, trying to build my businesses, I had people hating on me, I lost friends, I was losing sleep, I had everyone telling me it wasn't going to work just to get a job. I ended up listening to them, getting a job. It's probably the best decision I made at the time. But then I stopped listening to people and I just kept going and going and going. I failed at 5 businesses until I found one that finally worked. This was over the span of 2 years. So how do you think that went? 2 years, 5 businesses. What do you think the people around me were saying? Oh, Luke, you failed this many businesses, mate. Like, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're gonna need a job to maintain your income because you're clearly not making enough money off of these ones. They were right, but guess what? I proved them fucking wrong. I made it happen because I drowned out all the noise. I didn't give a fuck what they believed because I believed that I could do it. So this is what separates me and the guys who I was hanging out with. One of which I still do because he's taking action. So for those who have watched my previous videos, Nate and Crocker, the 2 guys I was hanging out with when I first started my first ever dropshipping store, right? They started a store as well. The thing that separated them and I was I kept going even when I wasn't making sales, wasn't seeing progress, everyone was telling me it wasn't going to work, and they didn't. Because I believed and they didn't. Yes, my store failed, but I kept going. Another one failed, kept going, until the 4th one, it worked. The only thing separating you and the person who you aspire to be like is consistency, action, and self-belief. Those are the 3 things that you need to have, you absolutely must have, in order to get to the level of the person who you absolutely fucking aspire to be like. And if you're not willing to do that, not willing to put in the constant repetitions, not willing to be consistent and show up even when you don't feel like it and drown out all the noise, it's not for you. You can literally achieve whatever the fuck you want so long as you actually believe you can do it. When I started my first ever store, I was saying one thing but doing another because I didn't believe I could do it. So I'll give you an example. I was saying I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna make all this money off of dropshipping, I'm gonna retire my parents, this and that. I didn't make it happen. I kept drinking and going out on the weekends and getting fucked up and all of this stuff because I did not believe that I could actually do that. So I thought, why the fuck would I even try? I can't do it. I don't believe in myself. But over time, building these businesses and doing different things and fucking up along the way and losing money, I got sick of it. I started to believe if everyone else can do it, why the fuck can't I? If these dumb fucks can have all this money and be on a private jet flying out to Dubai, why can't I? because if they've done it, why can't I? And I actually started to believe I could. I was like, yeah, you're a smart guy. You know, you can do it. These 15-year-old, 14-year-olds, they're doing it. And anything you do it 100. Half-ass it. Matthew McConaughey says this all the time. Don't half-ass it. If you're gonna do it, ass it. Properly do it. If you're gonna do YouTube, you're gonna do it fucking properly. You're gonna put out a video a day, few shorts a day. You're going to make sure your speaking skills improve every single day. You're constantly having eye contact with the camera. You're constantly making gestures with your hands and moving around, and the topic of discussion is flowing freely. You're going to make sure you expand your vocabulary so that you're becoming the best you possibly can at that craft. If you're doing dropshipping, you're going to make sure your store's as good as possible, your video ads are as good as possible, you're fulfilling the orders every day, you've got really good customer service. Anything you do 100%. Otherwise, why the fuck do it? If you're going to fluff around and muck about and not worry about what you are actually doing, you're never going to get to where you want to be, or at least you are never going to reach the maximum potential that you otherwise would have if you didn't fuck around. Give it 100%. I get these comments every day, people saying, oh, I respect the hustle, I respect the grind, posting every day, staying consistent, you know, man, it's really good. And, you know, I respect that they respect that. But I do this every day, not because I want to, I enjoy it for sure. But there are some days where I don't feel like scripting, I don't feel like editing, I don't feel like recording, but I do it anyway because I know there is a purpose bigger than myself to fulfill in this world, not only helping others, but I feel I have an obligation to serve, to retire my parents, bro. That's a huge one for me. And that's not gonna happen by sitting on the couch and eating fucking shit food just because I don't feel like filming, I don't feel like scripting today. It's gotta happen, it's gonna happen, and it's never not gonna happen. There's never going to be an excuse. You will never get ahead in life if you keep on fucking around and not doing what you say you're gonna do. You say you're gonna hop up at 4 a.m, you get up at 4 a.m. You say you're gonna eat at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, you eat at those times. You say you're gonna film at 10 a.m, you film at 10 a.m. This was my fucking issue. I would say, oh man, tomorrow I'm gonna hop up at 6 a.m. and I'm gonna do an ice bath and I'm gonna meditate and I'm gonna journal. Guess what? Pussy cunt didn't do that. He would just constantly make excuses every day. And you know where that got me? You know where that landed me? Fucking nowhere. I was in the exact same position 6 months later compared to what I was initially. Matter of fact, I was worse. I'd lost weight, I'd lost money because I hadn't got a job, I hadn't made any money online. I kept increasing the amount of times I'd watch Corn every day. Stop fucking making excuses with yourself. That is you guys' biggest issue. Every single person that comes to me, oh man, I don't know how to make money online, it's so hard. No, it's not. You just keep making excuses with yourself. You just keep telling yourself, oh, tomorrow. Oh, no, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, no, I'll do it later this afternoon. That's you, all right? So stop the fucking excuses, take action, be consistent, put in the reps, and you are going to get to where you want to go. And if you want to accelerate this process and make it happen a whole lot faster, build that bright, positive, and abundant future that you have always wanted, click the top link in the description there. That's going to take you to my online school community where I'm helping young guys and girls change their lives every single day, one day at a time. Stay grinding, G.